Video conference number 3. The human heart. Beauty and love are the soul of the world. They have a silent language, and you have a heart that is overwhelmed, confused, and disturbed in the midst of so much noise. Today's man proves the beauty of the heaven, but has not been able to enter into its interiority, this mysterious and dark world, essential and invisible, where neither eyes, instrument, nor science can reach. A world that is identified with the human heart and love. This immense and unknown world where all human greatness and dignity are found. This infinitely great world. This world is where the divinity likes to dwell. Who does not fit in the universe, who counts the number of the stars and calls each one by its name, has made his mansion in the human heart. There he has made his heaven. To dwell there constitute his delights and glory. To find oneself, to find one's heart, to find one's fellow man in need, to find God is a fit for me, for you, for us. Perhaps it is the greatest thing you can do in life, the most worthy, more than the conquering the stars and secrets of the universe. Human life is a journey inward and upward, a journey to the inner mountain because it is difficult to walk it and meeting God who awaits you there. Here we are talking about the ascent of Mount Carmel, a process of purification and asceticism to reach the encounter with God in the innermost part of the human heart. There you will find your fullness, peace and happiness. It is there within you, where you will find your joy because the divinity is within you, because love is the soul of the world and only love satisfies. It is here where man reflects, shines through his heart the glory and image of God as a mirror, and becomes more and more that same image. It is necessary to overcome immense difficulties, to walk the path of life through the dark and tangled forest of suffering that purifies, similar to the dark night wrote by the Spanish mystic St. John of the Cross in the ascent of Mount Carmel to there, through love, become one spirit and one heart with the divinity. It is necessary to point out this goal of human life and the path, to indicate the means to travel it, to warn about difficulties, to arrive and to be there. A new look on life is reached, the one that the eyes of the heart look at, the look to the north of the truth, with the sun illuminating its interior, the compass placed towards the author of the skies and seas, of the man and life, of the intelligence and love. In this way we will meet the fellow man, to believe in the humanity and to be able to show at the end of the days that I have an absolute satisfaction of having lived. I fulfilled totally to the life. Man is for himself a great enigma, a great question mark, and a great abyss that can be filled only by a personal encounter with the gospel of Jesus, with Jesus Christ. We have in the human heart a dimension so profound that it overflows man himself. Return to the heart, wrote Augustine of Hippo, to this inviolable intimacy, almost inaccessible to oneself and to others, to share it freely only with the one who is there and sees in the hidden, God. To walk outside oneself, dispersed in the multiplicity of the observable, wandering around creation, and in solitude, a wandering and vagabond life is to ignore the great treasures that the concrete man harbors in his heart. It is the greatest, God Himself, who likes to dwell in the human heart. Your heart is your house, and here you live lovingly. It is the place where the process of transformation into children of God takes place. Here love is born, an experience which is a new heart, new spirit, new inner life, a heart of flesh instead of a heart of stone. I will put my spirit within you, because human perversion has the heart as its center. Although the life I lead every day brings me the conviction that I have everything and everything is done for my service, this does not fill me because I still feel an emptiness in my heart tormenting me, and I desperately look for a solution. A feeling of this emptiness because the things I find and possess do not fulfill me. Unfortunately, I did not have the opportunity to learn a real solution, the true and convenient way for me, to find God in all things by cultivating the life of the gospel of Jesus. In this situation that distresses me, people interested in my money offer me to buy the solution by finding me in a situation of enchantment or ecstasy, leading to a greater or lesser suspension of the inner emptiness tormenting me. That makes me consume drugs or narcotics and do it by trying this offer principle, making me stop the feelings and get out of the moment that I find in my empty heart. I like it. I felt in another world. I continue to do it incited by people who want to take advantage of my pocket. On the horizon line, heaven and earth seem to meet, but they really meet in the human heart. Here I find, besides very human and less than human feelings, inner beauty that is and comes from the hidden part of the heart, sweet and serene spirit, incorruptible, precious before God and before men. Participation of the human and divine heart of God made man, Jesus Christ, realization of God's purpose since before the constitution of the world, to conform us to the heart of His Son, Jesus Christ. Here we understand the meaning of our existence on earth, the suffering and death manifested in 1,000 ways, which besiege us everywhere, injustice, evil, wars, cruelty to individuals, societies, and the whole of humanity at all times and in all places. Total forgetfulness of God and His commandments. It seems that God does not exist, but we do not walk through a dark tunnel with no way out, because we were born and walked the earth with a very express mandate, to love as the gospel of Jesus commands. And this entails suffering and dying as an act of immolation for the sake of love, whether in honor of our fellow men as to God Himself. We come from love and we must return to love by loving. We were created for love and with the purpose of loving, an irreversible sentence that must be carried out by every human being with Him and in Him all creation. As all things came from God out of love, everything must return to God by the same way, love, which will be God in everything. The whole law is summed up in love. Only by loving do we come to participate in the divine life of love, to become one with God through love.